Hi, ladies. Okay, let's talk for a quick second about pick-me's. And I got a lot of questions about pick-me's. What does pick-me mean? Pick-me is the girl who is willing to do most anything to get a man. Okay, and if you can imagine, a line of girls are standing and the guy comes by to try and decide which one he likes. Most girls are just waiting. We get picked and we're fine with that. But the pick me is going, pick me, pick me. Now I don't know if that's the origination of how that worked out, but that's kind of how they act too. They're willing to go way above and beyond what other girls will do in order to get a man, maintain a man, that kind of thing. um, the next thing was, why don't men marry pygmies? Now, sometimes I think they do, but it's typically, let's say you're a man and you're ready to get married, and but you really don't want to give up your playboy lifestyle. You want somebody to come in and cook, clean, have babies. All right, he might marry a pick me for that reason, but she is an option in his life. That means he gonna make her life miserable. She's never the center of attention. He doesn't really love her, and she's home, making babies and cleaning the house. Meanwhile, he's got two or three girlfriends on the side where he spends a good portion of his time and his money. Um, Men like a challenge, and when you're a pick me girl, waving your hand, there's no challenge in that. Men like to win their women, okay? Let me say that again. Men like to win their women. Pick me's don't, there's nothing to win. They're volunteering themselves out there at no cost. I call them the participation trophy kind of girl. I mean, you get her just by showing up. You don't have to show any skill. You don't have to show that you are a good person. You don't really have to do anything to get her. She just shows up and is there. And yeah, men will say that's what they want, but men are hunters. Men want to convince you and talk you into it. Men want to pursue, and pick me's, yeah, all that's out the window. Um, don't think if there's anything else I could say about a pick me. You being a pick me is kind of its own reward. All right, so that's why I typically don't have a whole lot to say about them. Pick me's are typically miserable. If you are a pick me woman and you look around and you watch how other women are treated, women who men had to pursue and win, um, you will quickly see that they are treated much, much better than you are. That he, I mean, okay, so imagine you're in a group of people and all of the women have been pursued. Maybe they're married, maybe they're engaged, whatever. And their husbands are very attentive to them. Their boyfriends are very, because hey, they're trying to hold attention. They want to make sure that their girl is good. You're a pick me. Your husband is off in the corner talking to his next conquest, or if you say something, he'll snipe at you because he don't really like you behind. He just put up with you because you're providing some services. So being a pick me is kind of its own reward. You may not know it today, tomorrow, but at some point, every pick me that I've known, they'll look back and say, I wish I hadn't done it this way. What makes a pick me? A lot of things can make a pick me. If you are a woman with low self-esteem, a lot of times you'll end up in that role. You think you have to do all of these things to get a man, but when you look, a lot of the women who get what they want aren't doing anything. They're just being themselves. So he's got to come pick you up, hold your door, take you out to dinner, pay all the bills, pursue you. Okay, she's not doing anything. She's just being herself. Whereas the pick me is at home. I packed him a lunch and I had sex for 3 hours and I'm babysitting his kids. And see the difference? Okay, the pick me is being a pick me is its own reward. I kind of feel sorry for them, but it's something you don't learn until sometimes some years out. And so women who are young pick-me's now, they'll tell you, you need to do this and you need to do that. 10 years from now, they'll be like, I was in a terrible marriage. It was awful. He cheated on me. He didn't love me. He didn't support me. See, that it's its own reward. That's the life of a pick-me.